Osimhen or Kane?
I don't want Kane near that team.
Yeah, but it's United. It's United.
You don't want Kane?
I don't want Kane near that team.
But Kane is...
Why?
Why? Because of age.
Can I start from the beginning? Because number one, we have a tendency of overhyping English players.
Yeah. True.
Number two, he's too old for his price tag. Number three, it'll be like when we brought CR7 back, focus will be make sure Kane shines, because Kane is England's golden boy. We're not doing that again.
Man United 2022-2023 season started with a new manager. I think for the first time in a very long time, we had a manager and had no expectations. When Moyes came, we had expectations. Louis van Gaal, we had expectations. Mourinho, we had expectations. Ole, we didn't have a lot of expectations, but his performances, I think he went on a long winning streak and we expected something. Second season, he actually impressed before falling apart after February. What do you think of our season?
I think our season started really badly, to be honest. So I will give Ten Hag his flowers for removing us from a dark spot, because honestly, let's not forget Ralph Ragnick, our consultant, who started us off. But I think for the first time in a long time, we're seeing a manager who has a plan. The only problem will be, what support is this manager going to get? Because that's where managers fall apart when it comes to Manchester United. The expectations we had with Mourinho, expectations we had with Van Gaal, the reason it fell apart, support. So let's see what support Ten Hag will get this season. The next season, that is, yeah.
Back-to-back defeats, Brighton, I think Brentford. Did you have any hope of finishing in the Champions League? And besides that, how do you grade Man United season? From A to F.
If I'm being honest,
the best, F the worst.
I actually thought this is the first time we're going to be struggling to try and maintain being at the top. Because our season started really badly. I mean, there's a time we were 20th, honestly speaking. I genuinely thought we were going to struggle. Like, I felt like at some point, if we finish 10th or 12th, we would be okay. Because we really did have a really dark start to this season. So I would give us a B+ overall finish, because tumejaribu. Pali tumetoka ni mbali this season.
I had expectations for ETH because I was following him from Ajax, not following him. Ile kutukuchoche ile like.
It's okay even if you're following him.
On Twitter, Instagram.
No, like following like the progress of Ajax.
Yeah, I think they got the semi-final of the Champions League.
Exactly. And
they were eliminated by Spurs, I think.
Yeah, but you could see also the type of players they have compared to Spurs. It's so different. This guy knew how to work to nurture talent, and I knew that if it comes to Man United, that's one thing for sure. And I knew that he'll come with a philosophy, because all along, all the managers we've had, we've never had like tunazesema like only like have this certain philosophy. Like we were just playing football. Like we used to depend on brilliance from players so that we can get certain points. So I kind of had a feeling that ETH will bring something different. I wasn't cocksure, but I knew that we'd get something different from ETH and it would be positive. About the ranking for Man United from A to F, we finished in Champions League spot. I'll definitely give it above average. What am I giving it? Maybe an E.
E?
Yeah. See, from A to F.
Yeah,
F being
the best.
Oh.
I was literally shocked. And E would be Chelsea, man. Not to let down. Gosh.
I thought F was the best. Alafu niko confident nikisema. So basically, I'd go for like, you said B.
I said a B+.
B+. Damn. There are also pluses and minuses, isn't there?
Kuna B Pro Max.
Me, I'll give a B.
B.
I give a B because there's some points we really wasted. Bro, there's sometimes you're number one and we really let that thing go. Yes, I wasn't expecting us to finish number one, but there's sometimes we really let our points go. We've never won against a game in Newcastle, only the FA final. I mean the Carabao final. We drew against them and they came and beat us. Brentford, beginning of the season, 4-0. Like the points during the season, especially after Licha and Varane fell due to injury, we started losing points. We started losing. The only good points we could have gotten is a 1-0 victory, but we started losing points. And I believe that if we could have perfected our chemistry in terms of Team A and Team B, then we wouldn't have felt that. We wouldn't have felt the missing out of those.
But Team B is Maguire.
Exactly. Like we need to work on our Team B.
Ever since I knew Nicolette, Maze, you've always had beef with Maguire.
Because first of all, Maguire needs to go for yoga lessons so he can be a bit more flexible. The guy is stiffer than a pole. Like, I honestly do not. I had a problem with us buying him. I had a problem with his price tag. He was extremely
He was
yes.
playing really good at Leicester.
But
No,
yes,
Was
the way
he
he
though?
was driving.
there is one thing that
Was he though?
is a cardinal rule in Premier League. Never buy a defender from Leicester.
Soyuncu.
Soyuncu hasn't been bought by anyone. He's still at Leicester.
No, but he's gone to Atleti.
Yeah, but we haven't seen his performances.
No,
but I can
Soyuncu
give
is
you a
good.
number who have flopped. Wesley Fofana flopped.
No, but honestly, guys,
Chilwell, Chelsea.
Maguire was playing good at Leicester. honestly.
Leicester, but based on what? You know, also your partnership, number one, matters.
Yeah.
Number two, it got to a point where Lindelof could not cover up Maguire's mistakes anymore.
True.
You could see when Maguire is at the back, all the players on the team are nervous. You'll find more players we're all guarding the goal instead of actually focusing on scoring any goals. So he's a liability in the team.
So Maguire keep or sell.
Sell.
Oh my God! I'll pay for the Uber for him to go wherever he's going.
In fact, I heard that we're gonna pay an extra 10 million for him to just.
Yes, but I'm hearing Spurs are interested. I think he suits Spurs perfectly because he has no ambition to win anything. So it's the perfect team for him.
But anyway, let's move now to the positive. Marcus Rashford, one of his best seasons in a United shirt.
Yeah.
I think he scored 30 goals in a season, which is a decent return for not an out-and-out number 9. Mostly comes in from the left. What do you think of his season?
I think Ten Hag needs to sort out our central midfield, our centre forward, so that Rashford can actually shine properly on the left. Because he really does struggle, to be honest, as a CF. But I think if we are able to perfect our front three, I think we're going to expect even more from Rashford. I think Rashford still has a lot more to give.
Who do you think we should bring as a number 9?
First, who we should bring as a number 9? Osimhen.
Osimhen or Kane?
Yeah.
Choose one.
Osimhen because of his age. But I'm sure we'll just get Kane because he's English.
No,
Osimhen or Kane?
I don't want Kane near that
Yeah,
team.
but it's
Kane.
United. It's United.
You don't want Kane?
I don't want Kane near that
But
team.
Kane is.
Why?
Why? Because of age.
Can I start from the beginning? Because
Please.
number one, we have a tendency of overhyping English players.
Yeah. True.
Number two, he's too old for his price tag. Number three, it'll be like when we brought CR7 back, focus will be make sure Kane shines because Kane is England's golden boy. We're not doing that again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let me give you a reason why I would take Harry Kane.
For
at
1
Man
year,
United.
and it'll be 1 year.
It's
Remember,
not 1
one
year. No,
season.
it's not 1 year.
Ken has some.
Kane
durability.
has
No.
like 4 seasons at Man
Yes,
United.
How many
Ability,
injuries?
man.
How many injuries has he had at Spurs?
The season was
Not so much that has kept him for more than 10 games in a season.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
season
only
like-
2-3 games.
The
He's
season
out,
he went.
he's
There was a
back.
time he was injured for last season.
Last season.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not for
I
like
think even the
10
season
Premier League
before,
games.
that is the time. I think even the season, there's even a season Lucas Moura became known in Spurs because of the fact that Kane was injured. So Son and them had to step up. Please. And he's 30 now. It takes longer to heal a bone after
you
the
see,
age of
like,
30.
with
I'm speaking
technology-
from experience in my age. No, that's a waste of money.
With technology now, we're seeing players perform
Recover,
better after they hit 30, and they even go ahead and...
Okay, then let's use that technology to improve Martial. If you're telling me technology,
that's more-
then we should.
Martial
And
is
he's,
injury prone, man. He
and
can't
he's
even
under the
play
age
10
of 30.
consecutive games.
nah, me Harry Kane. Tutakuwa hapa nikiwaambia this was a bad idea. The same way I told
But
Paul
I think
about
the best-
Maguire.
For me, the best I
Okay.
think will be Osimhen, honestly.
See, Osimhen still has to adapt to the Premier League. If we bring him, we're
Okay,
not
true,
sure
True, I like that point. I like
We-
that
we're
point.
not sure
Yeah,
him.
it's a gamble.
he'll fit like perfectly
Yeah.
compared to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And you see, like, for me, I feel like if there's a club that can sign Harry Kane now is Man United.
It's only United,
There's
yeah.
Real Madrid, yes, but you see, Harry Kane will want to break Alan Shearer's record.
Yeah.
So he'll want
Oh,
to stay in
yeah.
the Premier League.
True.
So that's why I think he's the perfect fit for Man United. And Harry Kane is actually a leader. He's
We already
Probably
have
not-
Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno is not a leader. Man.
He is.
keeps
Bruno
arguing
just
with
keeps
the
whining
referees.
and
You see
fuming.
why Harry Kane is the England captain.
And England have done what exactly that's impressive? Except
Like,
bottles.
Semi-finals
Finals
of
and also
of
Euros.
World Cup.
Yeah.
The-
Finals
Let me
of
tell you
Euros.
something. As long Finals of Euros, how did they end up losing that finals to
Penalty.
at 37-year-old
Penalty is a game of gambles.
Kilaini and
Penalty is
what?
a
No,
game
but
of
you have Harry Kane. You should have already won that game. I mean,
it's not-
honestly speaking, Italy had one of the oldest teams, right? They had very few young players. You have a young, fresh team. England had a very young
More reason
team.
why you should sign
Yeah,
Harry Kane.
exactly.
If
More-
you're old,
No, maybe leave.
No,
If you have
Italians
experience.
we know Italians can
No,
play
if
up until
you're old, you have
45.
experience.
Then they have a different nutrition
I
game there.
believe if you're young, then you at least if you lose it, you'll be like, okay, sour.
Me, I'm sorry. Me, I would rather get Osimhen or Vlahovic. I don't know why we're forgetting Vlahovic,
Vlahovic,
No,
but me, I would get Vlahovic as well.
I've never even
Vlahovic,
thought of that.
I feel like he's the type of player who is comfortable in a big team. Like he was at Fiorentina, went to Juve, and he felt comfortable at Juve. He didn't score a lot of goals as he did at Fiorentina.
I don't think he's spectacular.
He had this season.
He
to
actually
prove himself.
is. You know, you have to understand, Juve had one of the worst seasons as well.
Yeah,
Their
but-
problems are from the back room all the way till the pitch. So they had horrendous injuries this season. So
Okay, so
I've never
Speaking-
considered it.
I would never waste money on Harry Kane.
I'd
you take-
consider Harry Kane as number 2 for me.
you take Osimhen up front. Who do you think we need to bring in to strengthen Man United to make it a title contender?
I still feel
Which position?
we
can
haven't
you
sorted
fill in?
out our back line properly.
Yeah.
Because you see, we're very dependent on the partnership of Varane
Licha.
and Licha. And the minute that, and remember, Varane, as good as he is still very injury prone.
True.
So as long as we don't sort out that back line, we're never going to take anything further. Because how many goals can I score up until, and you're able to concede them? If I score 4 goals, you're able still to concede the 4 goals. Up until we sort out, and as a United fan, this is usually something we try and avoid. I think it's about time we sort out De Gea as well. I think De Gea is a good keeper, but he's past that era of like shot-stopping keepers, shot-stopping to go up. We're past that now.
We
Now we
need
need
to
sweeper
play the ball
keepers. You
from
need
the
to be
back
able
and-
to.
Yeah.
His goal distribution is horrible. We need a proper keeper.
Yeah.
So keeper Osimhen up front, a defender. Which keeper would you like to see at Man United?
I know we're really linked to this Portuguese guy. What's his name?
Which team?
It can't be.
Diego, yeah. We're really linked to him. I don't know. You know the problem with me when it comes to keepers. Now that's the only place where age
There's
matters.
David Raya,
That's
Brentford.
David Raya is not a bad
There's-
option, but then you see, for me, I feel like when it comes to keepers, age matters. A
Yeah.
keeper gets better with age.
With age, yeah.
Me, I would actually go and remove Donnarumma from PSG. There's nothing he's doing.
Donnarumma can't leave PSG. Although
There's nothing he's
PSG
doing.
yeah,
There's
PSG
nothing
now
he's
is
doing.
falling
PSG is
apart.
falling apart. So if
Yeah.
the Qataris come in,
Yeah.
they can bring us Donnarumma as
Actually,
well.
So that that guy for Qatar has given the final bid, like a take it or leave it.
Yeah, the
deal.
deadline I think is Friday.
What's your take on
Me,
it?
I genuinely feel like the Glazers don't want to sell. I
Yeah.
feel like they're just playing
I feel
games
like
with these
they're playing
guys.
Ball, yeah.
Okay. Defender, who do you take?
I think we need 2 defenders.
We do.
We need 2 defenders.
We do. We need to offload. I don't have a problem with Lindelof, but we need
I
to
think
offload.
Lindelof is a good squad player.
I think he is, but we can't have that Lindelof-Maguire partnership.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable. We need
so
2
who do you
defenders.
think,
We
yeah?
need 2 defenders simply because Varane is very injury prone. So if Varane is out, Lindelof will partner with Licha.
Names. There's
Um,
the Napoli centre back we've been linked with.
we've been linked to the
Minjai.
yeah, but there's this guy from Inter. Was it Inter that were linked to the defender from Inter as well?
Oh, Bastoni.
No, he's not Italian. He was from Inter, yeah? I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. He's Eastern European.
Eastern European.
But anyway, yeah. Defender. Central midfield. Do we need reinforcements? Why?
I feel like we do need some, because like I was telling you, we need competition for Bruno. We need something to make him,
Spark. Like
Spark.
how we signed Taylors to Spark.
Yes, yeah. We need someone to compete. I'm not very sure about Eriksen's sustainability.
Oh, that
Yeah, I
defender.
think
You've known him? Can you pronounce his name?
The Netherlands one. Even Medora pronounce it.
De Vrij. Okay.
It's that one, yeah?
Yeah.
We've been linked to him.
Yeah.
We've been linked to... I think the Napoli defender is actually really good.
Yeah, but it's his first season at Napoli, so he never.
But you see, then again,
too sure about
Italian football is all about defense.
Yeah.
Catenaccio.
Yeah, it's all about defense.
Tenacity.
Okay. Central midfield.
I think we do need to improve. The
Name.
only problem is I don't know.
Center midfield, I think we need CM.
We do.
See,
He has to be a squad player because you have Bruno. Or Eriksen.
Eriksen, for me, I feel like he's
Eriksen,
not a sustainable.
Do you think Eriksen is durable?
That's the thing. He's not very sustainable.
Yeah, and plus, I think age is now catching up, and his heart issue is also a factor. So definitely, yeah, I think we do need a central midfielder. But anyway, where do you think we need reinforcements? She talked about goalkeeping, up front, midfield.
The reason why we need reinforcement is look at our competition. Our competition is Man City. Man City have a team A and a team B, which is a team A.
Yeah.
So we need to step up to their levels. We need to have a team B whereby if we have substitutes, we feel comfortable when they step into the pitch. We're not worried that but at least Rashford will enter 70. But at least we need to be comfortable in those players in such a sense that they'll also give the other team A time to recover because we'll have other games, European competitions. So we need a comfortable team B because that's where football is right now. It's not a matter of depending on team A. It's a matter of having a team A and B that can gel together and play the same football no matter who will start.
Yeah, but you see, that takes time. Like City was not built in a day. It took time.
You know, we have the money. And I believe now we have a better purchasing power because in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm. But you know, our problem now, that's where one of our biggest problems also comes. We have the money, but we're not spending it right.
Yeah. True.
But I feel like Ten Hag has used the money wisely.
But you see, I feel like with the Glazers, this is where our biggest problem is. When you come in as a manager, the first season, they'll listen to you. Then they'll start opposing because I remember with Ole, even Maguire coming, Ole never wanted Maguire. Ole wanted Koulibaly.
Yeah.
But then there was that, no, you get like
and
this
Koulibaly
is...
was offered, I think, 60 and they refused to
Yes,
add up.
but this is an English, like we need...
But we've seen Koulibaly at Chelsea.
But how sure are we he won't have been good for United?
Yeah, signing is a gamble. Yeah.
Okay, so for you, names? Where do you need to strengthen in names?
Defense.
Defense.
We need two defenders.
Defense will still be our biggest problem.
Name?
That guy.
King Min-jae or
No.
De Vrij?
De Vrij for sure. I haven't thought of a second defender.
The guy for Napoli is really good.
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't know. I think I need another season to see him.
Okay. Where else? Goalkeeping, do you think?
We need a centre forward.
We really do need a centre forward.
Yeah, we really said Osimhen. Goalkeeper, of course. I agree. I really agree with Nicolette. Like, especially me, the person she's talking about. I'm those kind of people who've been like, hey, De Gea. Like, I really didn't want to let go of De Gea, but honestly speaking, I think we need to let him go. Where did Nani go to? We used to have a second.
Dean Henderson.
Yeah, where did he go to?
Henderson is probably going to go permanently to Nottingham Forest.
Still under United?
Yeah,
he is, but we're getting rid of him.
Because he was a good shot stopper.
But you see, we need sweeper keepers.
So we need sweeper keepers.
The only person who can
Donnarumma is good at that.
Donnarumma.
To get Donnarumma, I don't know.
The problem is he's being wasted.
Yeah.
And you see, as Italy's national team, they're trying to build it back. He needs playtime.
True.
I think we should actually take that gamble and go for him.